Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FaM Monthly Podcast. Today, your host, DNA, has brought to you one of FaM's longest-running and premier stars. I'm talking, of course, about Maslingster Dude.
It's Maslingster Dude, and hi.
Anyway, so the first topic on our agenda, of course, is going to be WWE 2K16. There's a lot of information out right now. They got a whole list of people that IGN's released so far. Looks like we have Booker T, Colonel Mustafa, Emma, Eva Marie, General Adnan, Callisto, Kane, Lord Steven Regal, Sin Cara, Summer Rae, Tamina, and Triple H.
Well, it's good. Finally, good to see that we're gonna get weekly news about it, unlike last year.
Now, I wonder by Lord Steven Regal, do they mean his old gimmick? Do they mean his old gimmick, or is he?
He's a DLC wrestler in 2K15, and he just his big coat, his what do you call him, singlet and everything.
I mean, because last I remember Regal was going by William Regal.
Oh, there's two of them. William Regal's was already in 15, but Steven Regal's a DLC. Good for business. Just bring out the same wrestlers, like we got 3 Mark Henrys, 3 Alberto Del Rios. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Paying for what you already got.
I mean, couldn't those have been, I don't know, like alternate costumes? Save some memory, or at least save some space on the screen.
Ukes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ukes, of course. But there's been a lot of other features announced. We're getting back Create an Arena and Create a Title, apparently.
Yep.
That's nice, but we would have really liked to have the Create a Story back.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go on about everybody wants to complain about why do you need create a story in a wrestling game? Well, isn't wrestling all about storytelling?
Right. I mean, let's be honest. How many people are really playing through universe mode as dry as that feature really is and saying, "Oh, I'm having a great time here"? It's just
There's a lot of people on YouTube that do like universe mode like twice or once a week, and I can't watch them. If you're out there, whoever does them, I just find them boring because I can just do them on mine.
It's not even the fact of they could be interesting, they could be fun to watch, but the universe mode itself is so very cut and dry. Like, it's unbelievably disgusting. It's like the career mode from SmackDown 2. It was just such a pain in the ass to play. If you've never played that game, by the way, if you have never played SmackDown 2, I dare you to play this, because even if you skip the match, you have to sit there and watch the bars go down.
I remember. Oh god. Oh no, and then every match you skip, there's a cutscene, something to do with you, or something that happened on TV that you could play as The Rock, for example, and you'll have to sit through Kurt Angle or Billy Gunn or Chyna talking about King of the Ring.
Right? It has nothing to do with you, and then the other half the time it was cutscenes where you keep getting attacked by somebody. I think I must have got attacked by Kurt Angle about 50 times playing story mode.
Or would they come up with what was it? Them awful created wrestlers created by THQ, and they say, "Who is that?"
Right.
Oh man.
But that's going back. I mean, that's going back a ways. I mean, I would say if anything, even considering the fact that universe mode is pretty much the career mode, or I guess my career is the career mode in this game. It's still better than SmackDown 3.
Just bring it.
Yeah, that was literally 3 matches and 4 cutscenes. That's your entire, and you do it over and over and over again until you unlock everything.
Fred Durst's Road to WrestleMania. Because you remember Fred Durst was in like Just Bring It, Raw, and WrestleMania X8.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Absolutely. Like, are you kidding me? The ICP wrestled in a WWF ring more times than Fred Durst, and yet he gets in the game. All right.
Business, in it, just like with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger did have a bit back in like 2000, and then later on, I guess they're doing this deal with WWE 2K16. So yeah.
So yeah, 2K1 spat out. Oh, that's the most overused line I've ever heard from any game developers. We have improved. We have improved. We have improved. Right. You tell you. So this year, what's going to happen? Every 10 minutes, you're going to get a spam text from Vicky Guerrero. We have nothing for you. We have nothing for you. I know you told me 10 minutes ago.
That's how it is for me on my career. I could go out there and beat every guy on the roster, destroy them, like total limb damage. They bleeding on the middle of the ring. I come back the next week, Vicky Guerrero, we got nothing for you. What?
So he's not angry at me that I made him bleed? Oh no, just let bygones be bygones.
Right.
Listen, before there was a patch for that unblockable knee facebuster, I spammed that throughout the whole career mode before it patched up, just so I could get through that such a horrible, boring mode.
Terrible. Well, hopefully 2K16 will amend some of these issues. I mean, my career is just terrible. It really is. It's just, you start out wrestling in a gym to try to impress a guy who stands there and like tells you what a worthless piece of crap you are the entire time.
Build them up.
Right, and then you move on to a show, like not even NXT. You just move straight on to a show, and you start getting buried on the show every week by Vicky Guerrero. I have nothing for you.
Do you think how many games do have that? You know, the old traditional live the life of a WWE superstar, start from the bottom and work to the top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure John Cena gets told they have nothing for him.
Right. Yeah, we have nothing for you, John. But
your open challenge is boring.
It's almost asking you. It's almost demanding that you use a WWE superstar to get anywhere in half these career modes, because the only exception to that, I guess, would probably be like No Mercy's career mode, because you just followed the path of whichever superstar happened to be within that storyline at the time.
I've never played No Mercy. I've never owned a Nintendo 64, sadly. I chose SmackDown over N64. Some slipped my head. No, here's the thing. You want to add to the career mode? Yeah, if I was a developer, I'd just take the piss. So, okay, you live your life as a superstar. Start from the bottom, work your way to the top. After the Hall of Fame, you die due to steroid overdose.
Right.
Your call gets deleted from the game because he died of friggin' drug abuse.
You want to add some depth to the storylines? How about you go all the way through, you win the Royal Rumble, and then Vince McMahon makes you wrestle and you die from a staph infection.
Oh, God. Oh. Idea. Imagine if 2K just got a hold of this podcast. Oh, that's a good idea.
Right. But anyway, speaking of WWE related stuff, we have to talk about the tweet that was let out on Twitter that sparked 1,000 fucking angry comments. I mean, Dana White say it's fake, damn it. It's fake.
Here's the guy who wants to go around saying, "Oh, wrestlers are fake." Yeah, one of your biggest box office attractions in the UFC is Brock Lesnar. Regardless, everybody would think, I don't know, they choose him to see him lose, get owned, or see a faker like get beat. Hey, regardless of his record, he was a UFC heavyweight champion. He was a big attraction.
He was
so to call someone like him, to call him someone fake. You imagine if Lesnar just sees Dana next time he sees him.
Let me tell you what's fake. All right. Fake is when Arnold Schwarzenegger walks out with a machine gun and blows away 3,500 guys, and because after the director calls cut, everybody gets up. That's fake, all right? When you fall off of a fucking giant cell and land through a table, all right, and dislocate your shoulder, there's nothing fake about that.
Oh, it's it's very fake, says some redneck MMA fan.
MMA, I don't know what you call MMA today. It's ridiculous. I can't even watch it anymore. It's devolved into sissy fights where they grab each other and try to wrap their legs around them and hump each other and then fucking elbow the guy in the face. Is that what you call a fight? That looks like something you'd see in 5th grade. Are you kidding me?
Well, Pride FC used to do that a lot.
My God, like.
And now he wants CM Punk.
You want to see? Yeah, you want to see Ultimate Fighting? You go watch Muay Thai kickboxing. That's Ultimate Fighting. All right. I watched a guy go to kick a guy in the knee, and his leg broke at the knee and wrapped around the guy's leg.
I need to see that.
Look that up on YouTube. I dare you. I dare you to look it up. And you will shudder at how real that is. That's Ultimate Fighting. Those guys go out there and just lay into one another. They don't sit there and cuddle in the middle of the fucking ring.
I'm pretty sure they don't really disrespect each other in front of a camera until they get in the octagon.
Right? Why is it every time that you have two UFC guys they're about to fight, they always talk shit, they go out there and they fight, and then they're fucking best buddies afterwards?
What if all that's fake?
Well, I wouldn't want them to
Irony!
Be fake. Anyway. So
UFC's fake.
Yeah, UFC is fake.
Alright.
Anyway. We got other news in the world of WWE as former WWE superstar Chyna is attempting to make her comeback at World Wrestling Entertainment. A proposition I don't see a chance in hell of actually happening.
If Chyna can learn from her mistakes and be the bigger person and say, okay, all my shit talking, whatever was false, claimed to be true, I was sorry. Here's the thing that I've been questioning. So, in the Hall of Fame, you have Mike Tyson. Now, I don't know anything about the guy other than he's a boxer, and he ripped what's that boxer's name? Oh, it's not Overeem, that's MMA.
Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield, thank you. And that he's a rapist, and he's in the Hall of Fame, so a rapist is allowed in, but a harmless porn star, it can't get in.
Well, here's the thing about it, dude. When we're talking about business-wise, you have to remember that WWE is a publicly traded company, and the chances of Vince getting a porn star, hardcore porn star at that, past the board of directors and his investors, I don't see it happening. I mean, he fucking fired Hulk Hogan because of some phone call from 8 years ago.
Says the guy who said the N-word at Survivor Series.
Right. But you can't get rid of the guy who owns the place, so you know.
But, well, her campaign of she's got a YouTube channel. I think it's called Chyna HOF, and like every famous people she meets, she met like Greg the Hammer Valentine, Mike Tyson, funny enough, and all these like famous people. Then they would say, "Hi, my name is whatever, and I believe Chyna deserves to be in the Hall of Fame." I don't think that's a good way to go to get their attention. You know what I mean? I could go down to the local pub and then I could record everybody saying, "Give Maslingster Dude a chance at the world title." It's not going to work.
Right. We here at the London pub believe that our buddy Maslingster Dude deserves what you might call a WWE title shot. All right.
You fucking wankers.
You fucking wankers. Right?
This is what I have to deal with.
Unbelievable. But
God, I feel sorry for Chyna. So even you know, Chyna and X-Pac are as bad as each other, but you know, X-Pac was admitted to his own mistakes and that he's already best friends with Triple H, so I guess that's an easy on him.
Well,
what's your take?
X-Pac went to do his thing. I mean, at some point, X-Pac, his popularity was going to fall off regardless. I mean, he started out in DX, and he was really popular then, and after DX, he tried to form his own other group, X Factor, and that didn't work out so well.
Oh, I remember X Factor with Just Incredible. No, as well, yeah. China's took drugs. X-Pac took drugs. They took drugs of each other. They did it in front of a camera, amateur or not.
Oh, but whatever, man. Dude, people have done drugs. Yeah. People have done. Look, Vince McMahon. You cannot stand there and tell me that this guy is all natural. All right.
I don't know if Vince is, but everybody else.
Ridiculous. These guys are taking uppers to get up for the match. They're taking downers so they can get a few hours of sleep.
I don't mean like athletic drugs. I mean like serious party drugs, meth, whatever crazy shit, injections.
There was a story that I saw on a video from YouTube, and I can't verify this. I cannot, because it's only coming from someone, but it was just incredible, and he was telling a story about how they were on a plane and the Undertaker gave him acid.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. A lot of shit. Wait, was it on a tour or something?
They were on I guess they were on some kind of tour, but they were on WWE's private plane, and apparently Undertaker gave him acid. Now, there's other stories from people like Iron Sheik, who claims that Jake Roberts had him smuggle his coke over for him into Canada or whatever. I mean, it was there's all kinds of stories out there. There's actually a whole book dedicated to just road stories. I actually saw it in a like a little flea market, and I was tempted to pick it up, but I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't.
It's easier to look it up than buy a book. There's a lot of childhoods were broken during the making of this podcast.
Right. We're sorry to disappoint you, but your favorite WWE superstars are drug addicts. They're partiers. They drink a lot. They party a lot.
Except for CM Punk.
Right. Big Show gets arrested for fucking, indecent exposure. So,
wrestling's such a stupid business now. Wait, so it always has been, but like I was getting a little bit wound up about the whole wrestling business, because I grew up, from like the WCW Nitro days, and then playing the old SmackDown games, which introduced me to WWE or WWF at the time, and like I'd be the biggest WWE mark in the world. I would just kiss its ass, but then after learning about the business or what these wrestlers actually get up to, it makes me think, shit, I've been living a lie.
It's ridiculous. Sometimes I think back to my childhood when I was watching guys like Hogan and Jake Roberts and Macho Man and those guys, and they were big time. I mean, it was a big time thing for me when I was a kid. I kind of fell off somewhere in the mid 90s, and then picked it back up around the time the Attitude Era was starting, because it just got ridiculous. It was like clowns and trashmen and fucking hog farmers and everybody and their brother, every gimmick you could think of.
The new generation
yeah,
era.
The new generation, all right. But Diesel was about as boring as water flavored potato chips, and Shawn Michaels couldn't carry the whole show on his own back. Bret Hart was starting his crybaby phase, and fucking Undertaker was only showing up every other week.
Or Steve Austin with the $1 Million Man.
Right. The Ringmaster.
The Ringmaster.
Ringmaster. That's him, Mr. Ringmaster. He was mastering, all right.
Moving on.
Anyway, so there's other things we can talk about, WWE related, or we could jump back to something a little more close to home. Right now, as we speak, Cyber FaM Day is on its way. It's in production. We are finishing up the last couple of episodes of Worldwide. We're also going to have a Patreon versus Patreon prominence. And more top 10 lists. So, what are you hoping to what are you looking forward to, as far as from your perspective, dude, as far as Cyber FaM Day? Can you wait to see the pay-per-view itself? Is it the fans interaction you're
well, yeah, considering I'm a member, I'm still somewhat of a fan of it, because even I come in the chat and then I'm like, okay, like, even I wouldn't speculate and wonder, oh, what crazy shit will we come up with, creatives, whoever they are. I'm not around as much to know what's going on anymore. But to see like okay, how are we going to top the last pay-per-view off? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Like, the Royal Rumble got like 40,000 views, and then I look at this one, it got like, what, 70 or 80,000? I'm probably miscounting, but it's a big leap. And now for Cyber FaM Day, and with more promotions, it's kind of like, will Cyber FaM Day beat the Famiversary 3 promotions?
Well, we can hope. I mean, Famiversary
advertisements.
3, well, Famiversary 3 was a big stepping stone. It's a big high ground, and it's hard to beat that. But if we can at least come close or match it, that would be a monumental thing.
Absolutely. So, is our fans still crying yet?
Oh man, they're upset. One guy said that we suck. I don't know how we're gonna keep going on.
I can't. It's like, right, I'm shutting down mid Skype.
Oh man. Well, if you want to reach Maslingster Dude on Skype, we're gonna put his Skype name in there. You can feel free to complain to him about any and everything. But
well, you can complain to me on Twitter, but depending on your attitude and how you project yourself towards me, the chances are that you will get blocked.
Well, speaking of Twitter, let's talk about Twitter for a minute. Tell us some of your favorite fan interactions you've had, or things that people's tweeted you.
I'm gonna have to bring my Twitter up just to remind me. Most of the time I'm just complaining about I quit complaining about the service because I realized my bitching isn't going to get through to 2K whatsoever. And the only interactions I get now is when the pay-per-view's up, is say, oh, I saw you, and oh, you did this. I was like, I know, I was there. You don't say.
That's like you walking in and someone said, hey, you just came through that door. Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
The magic door. Oh, I don't want to bash the fan base. It's a big fan base, but I guess it's just like any wrestling fans from whoever, internet or real life related.
Of course. I mean, you're gonna have people who take it too far, but
oh wow. Oh, all right.
But
sorry, I got thrown off then.
Yeah. So, I mean, anything else you'd like to talk about? Anything else you'd like to bring up, dude? While we get this platform right here.
I'm just flicking through what the hell's been going on. Has Hulk Hogan been covered in the last podcast?
Oh man, we didn't talk about Hogan because Hogan dropped the M-bomb. All right, he probably nuked half the wrestling landscape.
So my question is, was it Vince or did somebody decide like 8 years later, you know what? I think I might watch Hogan's sex tape from start to finish. There might be a storyline in there, and then might get a dialogue in the end, and then they'll just hear the N-word. Oh, he said it.
Yeah,
8 years fucking later.
It was probably Michael Bay. He was looking to do a remake
with explosions.
Right.
Brother. No, speaking of explosions, freaking N-bomb.
Oh man. Hogan, you're terrible. Don't make a sex tape and then say the M-bomb. I mean,
jeez. If Vince McMahon can, I'm gonna say erased, but Hulk Hogan's back on the Hall of Fame list. But he got erased before, and then I was like, if Vince McMahon can erase Hulk Hogan, he can erase anybody. He could erase John Cena.
Oh man, we don't talk about OH either. Don't say it. Don't say his name. Anyway, we're gonna have to see how that all plays out. I mean, Hogan, getting rid of Hogan over something like that's just ridiculous. But I understand why. I do understand the reason behind it, because Vince has investors. Once again, he has investors that he has to please. If you don't please these people, they will remove their money from your company and you will lose major income.
Well, it's not like they lost enough from the damn network.
Right? $9.99 free every month.
Yeah, they create like 10 accounts every 10 months.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
Vince, why do you even bother with the WWE Network? Seriously, I don't understand it. You got half the crap you got on there. We don't want to watch it. It's old WCW stuff and ECW stuff that we didn't watch then and we're not watching now. And then the other half of it is like sporadic pay-per-views that you've put out.
And Total Divas.
Right, Total Divas.
I know. I love the network. I love having it. But it's a question of how long will I actually keep it? Yeah, it beats paying well, over here it's $14.95 and here it's $9.99 in pounds, whereas where in America it's $70 to $9.99. That is a huge leap. A huge gap. Huge.
It is. But put it this way, dude. If I was willing to sell you a copy of WWE 2K15 for $9.99 a month instead of charging you $60 for it, would you buy it?
I'd say go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
No, I'm going back to 2K WWE 2K games. I don't want to fall back into the hype train because last time I fell for the hype train,
you got burned bad. I mean, the depths of hell can sink pretty low, especially when you're putting. It's funny. They took features out of a game, right? So I guess so they could put them back in later as new features, but they keep trying to make the game more realistic and then put Terminator in the game.
I'm wondering what his finisher will be. A freaking shotgun.
That's a good question. What would his finisher be? Is he gonna
Would it come out on his bike?
I don't know. That's a good question. He'd come out and be like, "Chill out, dickwad."
Hasta la vista, Cena.
John Cena got his face busted.
LOL.
John Cena has all the potential in the world. He really does. His gimmick just sucks. Like he needed to turn heel about 3 years ago.
He's just doing his job. What's preventing him from turning heel is the fans, because he even said so himself. He's like, I would like to be a bad guy, but I still continue to be even though it's wrestling, a good inspiration. It's because of people like these children on this big monitor.
Right. You need to take your vitamins and eat your prayers and.
Then he said, "It's like, no, it doesn't matter if you get rejected from an interview. Never give up, even if you get rejected like 60 times or you get treated like shit at work."
Yeah, even if they tell you, "Look, if you come back, we're calling the cops." You need to go right back there and just fucking hound them until you get what you want. That's great advice. Thanks, John.
Never give up until you get a restraining order. Even if you have a restraining order against your crush. Or from your crush.
Do not let them keep you in prison, alright? Just because you had to murder 30 cops in order to get back in the building, alright? Don't let them keep you from getting that job. Even if you have to threaten the guy. Hold him out a window or whatever it is. You tell him, you hire me right now.
Judging from the fan base of wrestling, it wouldn't surprise me if that actually happened.
Oh man!
If there's a Fathers for Justice out there, where fathers will wear Superman and Batman outfits in front of a huge building, then surely.
You gotta understand. See, every father out there wants to punch their kid's hero in the face, and John Cena, you got a lot of hits to the face coming.
Oh, we're just going on now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just rambling on, talking smack about John Cena because he deserves it. Anyway.
I like Cena, but I'm not a fan.
No. But we lost a few. We lost a few great ones in the last month. With the death of course, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper.
No. Let's forget that Roddy Piper got fired before he died. 2-3 weeks before he died.
He got fired.
Yeah, he got fired for like mocking Stone Cold or something. I don't even think it was a serious thing. He just like did impersonations of him, and then Stone Cold weren't happy about it.
I don't like the way you're doing my impressions. What?
I don't like the way you bring up Deborah.
And me beating her. What?
And yet he's the cover of the damn game.
Right. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, you know, speaking of which, I'd have to actually sit down and do a count of how many covers he's been on. I know he was on the Warzone cover.
Yeah.
He was on, I want to say, the WrestleMania 2000 cover.
Yes.
He was on the SmackDown.
Was he on Shut Your Mouth? I've got it. No, he was on my copy. He wasn't on SmackDown 2.
No, he wasn't on the cover. That was like Rock and Jericho, and I think China was on the cover. There's a lot of games. Like, there's a lot of games across many platforms. That's the problem.
I don't know if he was on the American cover of Shut Your Mouth, but to get everyone that has this thing, they say the only reason Stone Cold is on the cover because everybody on the current roster is they're not up to standards or Vince's expectations. The way I see it, you got to look at it from a business standpoint. Who is the cover of video games do not sell the game, but you know, again, from a business point of view, who's going to sell the game more? Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, or Stone Cold Steve Austin, or anybody else from the past that was a big hit?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know where the current. I haven't been watching myself. I don't know where the current fan base stands on Roman Reigns or John Cena or any of these other guys. Because
Roman Reigns isn't even in the main spotlight.
So, I mean, there's your answer right there. The reason that they keep going back to these old draws is because Vince doesn't really have anything else. He knows that Stone Cold is probably the most popular superstar out of that era. Maybe of all time. I mean, he had a following that was unmatched. Like, everywhere you went, you saw Austin 316 shirts. You saw Stone Cold on David Letterman and doing Howard Stern and showing up in TV shows and shit like that. He was everywhere.
Now let's be honest. Who doesn't want to beat the shit out of their own boss?
Right? Everybody does. Everybody does. Some guys take it a little too far and they come in with a shotgun, but you know, that's beside the point.
And a kind of 6-pack of beer.
Right. But Austin, it was like at a time when people kind of felt like business was like the big businessman was the bad guy, and Austin represented the blue collar worker who was standing up to authority and all such as that. I mean, that was the whole thing. It was a time when rebellion was really big on the media scene. There was a lot of very rebellious songs and rebellious TV shows, and it was just a big thing at the time. Like The Matrix is a good example. Standing up against the man, the authority.
Mm-hmm. And plus, from the Attitude Era, like, they were rivaling with WCW, and since they were losing to WCW in ratings, they have to pull out all the stocks, even the craziest shit.
Well, I mean, some of the shit that they did just got retarded. If you really think about it, like, people, like, gimmicks like The Undertaker and Kane were fun. But if you stop and think about it, it's completely ridiculous. Here's a guy out here who can like make lightning shoot out of the sky, and he's wrestling in wrestling matches. I've come to take over the WWE with my evil demonic powers by doing choke slams and tombstones on you in the middle of the ring. What?
Taker! Oh, and that's Paul. Oh, I know he's not his dad in character, but you know there are times where he's like, 1 minute he's his dad, 1 minute he refers his dad to Paul.
Right, it's the... Oh, poor Paul Bearer, man. Speaking of which, Paul is another one we lost. Percy Pringle. He's passed on. Another character from my childhood snuffed out.
God, this is turning to a depressing podcast now, isn't it?
Is. I can't wait to talk about like later on when guys like Diesel and fucking Razor Ramon finally croak.
Oh no, don't! But I was like that. Even if X-Pac goes, I mean, I grew up with these people. I can't. Yeah, it's sad. No matter who dies, regardless. I mean, yeah, Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper died. I mean, I didn't feel emotional with Dusty Rhodes. The only memories I have watching Dusty Rhodes was when he fought Randy Orton in like 2007. Like I grew up with like the ruthless. Mainly the little bit of Attitude Era and the most of the ruthless aggression era. Like if they told me I didn't feel emotional for Dusty Rhodes just because I didn't really grow up watching him. Do you understand?
Yeah. I mean, it would be like you know when Don Morocco passed away. It didn't mean shit to me because I didn't watch Don Morocco. I don't remember Don Morocco. And the day that someone like, for instance, Austin or Taker or even...
Or The Rock.
Or The Rock passes away, I'm going to be like, oh, that sucks. You know?
I remember years ago someone said, I cried for these great legends and I will be happy when Randy Orton and John Cena die. That's going too far. Someone said that years ago. I kind of think the video got taken down. I know. To wish death upon someone just because they're wrestlers, you got to realize they're in character. Calm the fuck down.
Right. People are, it's still real to me, damn it.
Damn it.
Well, it's not real to Dana White, apparently.
Oh, man. Crazy world.
We live in an insane world.
Since we're on the subject of feeling emotional, the last time and this is the only time I've ever cried like a fucking baby over a wrestler was Eddie Guerrero.
Oh man, I don't even remember Eddie Guerrero dying. I don't even know when I heard the news. I don't really quite remember because I pretty much stopped watching at that point and wasn't really keeping up on anything. And then I think someone said Eddie Guerrero died, and I was like, damn.
Under contract too.
Damn. But that's what I was talking about earlier. These guys, they get up, they take painkillers because they've been throwing around the ring all week. They take uppers to get up for the match. They take downers so they can get a few hours of sleep. They're probably trying to they're probably mixing them with alcohol because they're on the fucking road 250 days a year and they don't get to see their families, and I'm pretty sure they're half of the locker room is like severely depressed.
And who said the WWE is the happiest place to be?
No, it's fucking fake, right? Fake?
It's fucking fake.
It's fucking fake. These guys are dying from fucking depression. They're drinking themselves into an early grave. They're popping pills. They're trying to get up for the matches. They're dealing with
They're missing their children's birthdays, their footsteps, their first words, their first school plays. Because they're wrestling.
Right, they're out there dealing with the fans, hounding them at 2 in the fucking morning because the fans can't get it through their head that these are regular guys and they shouldn't be hanging out at the damn hotel that they're staying at. They're dealing with fans as they go through the airport. They're dealing with fans as they go to try to take a shit. But wrestling is fucking fake.
well, to be fair, obviously characters are fake. You can't see Undertaker going into the supermarket.
Yeah, but
in character.
Yes, but people still come up to him and still
Yeah.
probably like try to pretend like he's in character, or at least talk to him like he's in character. Hey, Undertaker, would you like to take my soul? Kid, I'm just trying to buy myself some chips here. Could you guys take a hike? I mean, but wrestling is fucking fake.
The people can't tell the difference between predetermined or choreographed or whatever word you want to throw out there and fake. You know what's fake? Your favorite movie.
You know what saying wrestling is fake is like? Saying wrestling is fake is like saying that Broadway is fake. Because hey, those guys aren't really those characters. Yeah, but they really are out there fucking dancing their ass off, singing, trying to put on a show.
Those soldiers aren't dead in Saving Private Ryan. Those guys are great big phonies.
Right? Fake. Wrestling is fake. So fake. People get injured in the ring and never walk again like Darren Drozdoff, but wrestling is fucking fake.
Oh, Droz, I was watching him on the network the other day and I was like, shit.
Yeah.
It's fake! Okay, that's it.
Fucking Rey Mysterio kicks a guy in the head and he dies in the ring, but wrestling is fucking fake.
He had a stroke, didn't he?
Something like that. But wrestling is fucking fake. Don't forget.
So fake.
So fake. I mean, I just want to go watch guys in shorts, fucking cuddle each other in the middle of the ring.
Rom falling off the cell at Famiversary 3 is fake?
He got right back up. Didn't you see?
So fake.
Fake.
We've rambled on too long.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a lot of fake things out there. All right, movie special effects,
video games.
God, I mean, they're all fake, but they're fake in their own way, and they're fake in ways that entertain people, and they're fake in ways that change people's lives. So.
No. What's worse, discussing whether wrestling is fake or discussing whether an anime or an animated series like the DC Marvel series, or even whether what's canon and non-canon in Dragon Ball and all these other animes.
I mean, wrestling gets a bad stigma because people don't understand the appeal. They don't understand what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a 3-ring circus, right? You have something for everybody. If you don't like Lion Tamer, then you can watch the clowns, and that's how wrestling should be. It's there for your entertainment, and it's there to inspire you.
We should. You know what we should do? We should raise awareness. We'll make it a viral trend on YouTube, and then we'll go up to a random person in the street and then body slam them, just a regular body slam. And if they're aching, like, ow, what the fuck? It says, tell me wrestling's fake.
Right. Exactly. I mean, if you think wrestling's fake, then go to a wrestling school.
I agree.
Just go. You don't even have to do that. Go out back, have your buddy pick you up in a suplex, and have you land on the grass or land on the concrete, and then tell me it's fake. Oh man, this pain in my ribs. This is the fakest thing I've ever seen.
I've ever felt. People get passionate about it. I've just given up being passionate about it because I was never really passionate to begin with, because I'm just sick and tired of lecturing the same old shit. I was like, you know what, good for you.
Right. And I don't know what it is that's changed. I mean, really, for us, I've drawn away from the product, but I've been drawn away from the product for a long time. I still play the games afterwards, just because I like wrestling, but I don't really care for Vince's product. But some of the things I can remember that were fun about, like, say, 09 and 08.
Are you talking about the video games?
Oh, yeah.
God, I feel old.
The video games. I mean, the things you talk. Remember, these games came out close to. I mean, '08 came out like 7 years ago, dude. We're talking about 7 years ago. The last time, 6 or 7 years ago, the last time I really enjoyed a wrestling game.
And those were the times where I was a no-life kid.
As you are now. So
I have responsibilities in my own. Oh, says someone who made like a diss video to everybody he came across.
That's okay. That's all right. Shit talking is a very integral part of our society. If you can't talk shit to your friends, then who can you talk shit to?
No one.
Anyway, but those times were very interesting. They were very entertaining. They were a time when
it was drama left and right.
I mean, yes, it was drama left and right, and yes, it was a pain in the ass most of the times. But at the same time, what are you doing today?
Wait, who, me?
Yeah, what are you doing today?
Oh, dealing with life's bullshit.
Dealing with life's bullshit. So you just switched out one bullshit for another.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation.
You can't win. It's always going to be drama in every kind of community. But the best part about it is that we, or I should say FaM, we found a way in order to take the drama and organize it and create something from it. A lot of things that get passed on in the show, and a lot of people don't know this. A lot of things that get passed on in the show, there's a lot of lines in there that are just inside jokes. They're just stuff that we come up with in the chat and end up using. It ends up in the show
as an Easter egg.
Right. I mean, that's really how you build those finer moments. Is that you sit down and you come up with just ideas. Ram and I were brainstorming about an idea we were throwing around, and by the end of it, it was pretty much fully developed, and just us going back and forth, pitching ideas.
Your idea sucks. Now get me those clips.
Right, that's you, dude. He only says that to you, though.
Yes, he does.
Well, dude, you want to tell the fans anything about yourself? Gaming wise, or video wise, or Twitter wise, whatever.
If any, yeah, thanks for reminding me, DNA. And if anybody even tunes into my channel and you realize, oh, I produce shit content, I produce shit content because my laptop is a piece of shit, and I can only upload now and again from my damn PS4. So until I fix that problem, I can try and be productive again. Okay? And until then, follow me on Twitter at Maslingster. Right. I'm on there more than I am YouTube. And whatever DNA's Twitter is, I'm sure it'll be in the description.
Right. Well, we'll try to include all that information because we love hearing back from our fans. We love hearing your feedback. We love hearing your ideas. We love getting responses, because then at least, you know, if you get no response, it's worse than getting a bad response.
Exactly. And then it's like they're like wait for a bad response, and you know, make it like a freaking global breaking news thing. Oh, FaM called me sad. Because they wouldn't take my ideas.
They said I had no life.
It was like, I thought of a cool story. I'm gonna face Rom and BH. No chance. Even if you offered Rom eggs on pizza, you're not gonna get it.
Like, dude, you can't just. It would be like me calling WWE and saying, "Hey, I had this great idea where I come in and start kicking Randy Orton's ass all around the ring, and then I win the world title. What do you think?"
Well, if David Arquette can do something like that, anybody could.
Right.
Oh wait, wrestling is fake.
Yeah, fake. Fake. It's like press on nails.
That's the theme of this podcast now, isn't it?
Right. Wrestling is fake. Just don't forget that. It's so fake.
All right.
Like you know when a surgeon cuts someone open, right? And they remove their kidneys.
That's fake.
That's fucking fake.
It's just fucking rye being mixed with fucking tomatoes, wherever you're from.
Oh, wrestling is fake. All right, well, I think we have covered just about everything. Rambled on aimlessly and
almost an hour.
All right, for at least an hour. But
yeah,
we hope you enjoyed this podcast. We hope you join us back.
And if you sat through all the way to the end without skipping, you've earned yourself a cookie. Now go out to the store and get yourself a big cookie.
Right. You absolutely have. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on the FaM podcast. I'm your host DNA alongside with my special guest, Maslingster Dude, and we'll see you next time.